What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Divine Healing Poetry. I know it has been a minute. I have been MIA, I want to say, for like a month. That's a long time, even though it's just 4 Sundays in a month. That's a lot. That's a long time to be away from you guys. I missed you. Missed all of you. I hope you guys missed me too. Life has been busy. So busy. I started my first online business, Art Equals Poetry. Yes, where I hand make candles, soaps, beaded jewelry. My daughter makes these wonderful, soft, handmade blankets. All of my artwork is on my website, and it's really what made me start Art Equals Poetry is first when I started painting. Well, y'all know I've always been a poet, and so I've always written poetry. But then when I started painting, I would write poetry to go along with my paintings. And so as time went on with painting and everything, and just within this year, like I wanted to just expand more to bring awareness to our thoughts. You guys know I deal with depression, and mental health is very important to me, and so I want to bring awareness to our thoughts. Throughout everyday life, we can sometimes be on autopilot, and we're not thinking of our thoughts and how they can affect us internally, externally, emotionally. And so my goal is to invite people to experience life poetically, to bring awareness to your thoughts, to invite moments of self-love, self-awareness, just good feelings of abundance, prosperity, success, peace. And so on each item that I make, there is a poetic affirmation to go with it, because there can be so much more to just taking a shower and washing your body. Because when you're in the shower, you're thinking. Why not think lovingly? Why not think with thoughts of gratitude for yourself, for where you are, for your day? And even with lighting candles, it doesn't have to just be the act of lighting a candle. You can light a candle intentionally with your thoughts. And then every time you catch a whiff, a scent of the aroma, as it begins to fill your space, you are brought back to that thought. And it's very meditative. And so I just want to invite you guys to artequalspoetry.com. Please go check it out. I feel really good about it. I feel really passionate about it. And I just want to bring awareness to your thoughts, allow you to invite moments of self-love, peace, gratitude into your space, into your mind. Mental health is a big thing, and we need to bring attention to it. And we also need to allow for moments and activities to provide more positive thoughts in our lives. So go check it out, artequalspoetry.com. Now let's jump into also why I've been MIA. So being someone who deals with depression, so I'm a Scorpio. To all my Scorpios out there, hey. The full moon was in our sign, April 21st. It was heavy. It was a very heavy, intense time. Like, I felt the energy. I felt a shift within myself. And also, even with full moon being in Scorpio on that day, the day before was the launch of my business. Like, I went live online. And so it was a big day. And not to even mention that, but my kid's dad was out here. And with that being said, that mixed with full moon being in Scorpio, it was like a trigger. I was intensely, internally triggered to really dive deep within myself to figure out what I need to let go so that I can, one, continue to heal, and two, elevate to my next level, and just continue to grow spiritually and within myself. And so let me just give y'all the rundown of the sequence of events. So, a few days prior to the 20th of April, my kid's dad, he messages me and he's like, hey, I'm coming out there and I want to see, the kids. I haven't seen them in a long time. No, you haven't. You haven't seen them since Christmas, and you've made no effort to come out here and spend time with them, right? And so now, in true narcissistic fashion, straight out the gate, he's being deceptive. Because I knew his mom's birthday was on the 24th. I was not privy to this party that she was having. Him and I don't communicate like that, like there's no true form of adult communication because he doesn't know how. So I'm not going to waste my time. And so I'm like, okay, that's cool. Then he says he wants to pick the kids up on Saturday, the 20th. We have plans. And that's all I said, because what my plans are none of his business. And so me and the kids had already made plans. We had reservations. I was taking us out to dinner to celebrate this big moment in not just my life, but their life too, And so I'm like, we have plans. His response, what are your plans? Excuse me, sir. That's none of your business. And so I didn't say anything. And then he leads into the real reason why he's out here and why he wants to see the kids. So then he says, my mom's birthday party is that Saturday. What does that have to do with me or my children? And like I said to him, we have plans. You can see them on Sunday. I'm not changing my plans around. The launching of your business is a one-time thing. There's no getting that back. There's no we could go, to dinner the next day. No, because my business launched the day before. So there's no getting that back. And I'm not allowing him to take that from me. And so he's like, it's her party. So many people are going to be out here for her party, yada, yada, this. Are your plans more important? To me, yeah, they're very important. And these are all the things that I'm thinking. But with a narcissist, I'm not about to engage into a heavy conversation with you with so much dialogue because you're not able to comprehend on an adult level. All I'm saying to him is, we have plans. You can pick them up on Sunday. It is what it is. Maybe if you could communicate respectfully and be considerate of other people and their time and their life and what they have going on, then maybe things would work out better. But that's not the case. So it is there's nothing to say. And so then he starts to become disrespectful. First he says, well, my mom's not going to buy it. And this part is funny because it's now you're trying to guilt trip me. You're trying to make me feel bad. I don't have any emotions for you. And so he's like, my mom's only going to buy my flight if her grandkids come to the birthday party. She misses them and she wants to see them. We live in the same city, the same state, literally maybe 10 minutes from each other. She makes no effort to see her grandkids. So she ain't missing them that much. And so, but it's just a tactic. that narcissistic people like to use. They want you to feel bad for them and have pity for them. They're the victim. And then hopefully you'll give in. Not gonna happen. And so he's like, she's probably not gonna buy my ticket, so I probably can't even come. I said, okay, well, let me know if she buys your ticket and we can make plans for Sunday. I know that got him mad. Because it's like, okay, what? All right. And so, because he's not getting anything from me, you know, like I'm not fueling his fire. And so then he says, now this is the real reason why he's feeling like, you know, reaching at straws to try to have me be like, okay, just I'll cancel my plans. You can have them on Saturday. This is the real reason. So then he says, what is that going to look like? I show up to my mom's birthday party and I don't even have my own kids. That's embarrassing. It's not my fault. You should be embarrassed. You don't take care of your kids. You do nothing for them. You should be embarrassed every waking moment of your life, and every sleeping moment of your life should be a feeling of embarrassment. But there isn't. So you mean to tell me that in this one single event you're going to be embarrassed because you don't have your kids with you? You should always be embarrassed. But that's not the case. He's worried about his image. And then he becomes disrespectful towards me. And he's like, what is that going to look like? My baby mama won't even let my kids come to my mom's birthday party. I'm the mother of your children, first off. I do 100% everything for them. Put some respect on my name and my position. I'm not your baby mama, the mother of your kids. And so it's just like, as I'm reading the message, I'm like, you really think you talking to me this way? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be like, oh, okay. No. Get out of here. And so then I don't say anything because I'm not engaging. Like, no. So then he proceeds to start saying, this person's going to be there. You should do it for this person. This person's going to be there. You should do it for this person. My mom is turning 77 years old. This might be her last birthday. And my thing is, just because she's turning 77 doesn't mean she's closer to death than any of us. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because she's turning 77 does not mean she is going to die before someone who was younger than her. It's just not the case. And still, I'm not feeling bad. You're not manipulating me. And so I just ended off by saying, you could pick them up on Sunday. Let me know what's a good time for you. And so now, remember, he misses his kids so much. He didn't pick them up the next day, Sunday, till maybe like 3, 4. I thought you missed them. You want to see them and spend time with them. No, the party's over. Everyone's gone home. And now it's just you, your immediate family, and your girlfriend. And so it's no rush to see the kids. It's no rush to see the kids. True narcissistic fashion. And so that Sunday, the 21st, I went to, me and the kids had a wonderful time at dinner. Dinner was good. We ate. We had so much food. We got full. We had dessert. We had a really good time. And the kids had a good time. They had fun. And so, and for inquiring minds, they weren't tripping off her birthday party. They didn't even want to go. They wanted to celebrate with me, naturally. So now Sunday, the 21st, I go to this sound bath healing session. It's this crystal shop that I go to. Absolutely love this place. And every full moon they have this Blue Lotus tea sound bath ceremony where you come. It's like a whole vibe. You get served Blue Lotus tea, which I absolutely love. And it's just like a semi-guided meditation, and they're playing on the sound bowls. And they had a couple other little instruments too that were amazing. And when I say, and so the host, she's like, the Scorpio is the only sign that evolves. We evolve from a scorpion to an eagle to a phoenix. And she's like, what do you need to let go of that is holding you back from evolving to your next level? And I was like, this is what, because I've been feeling so, just with starting my business, right? And then with their dad being in town, it was just all of these emotions, and it's just like, I gotta let go. Because whenever you are dealing with a narcissistic person, whenever you have to come to communicate with them, it's like a chess game. I have to make sure I say the right thing. I have to make sure, and it's mentally, it's draining. Like, I get tired of it because I always want to be sure I say the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't say too much. I say it in the perfect way. And also, me being a Scorpio, I be wanting my revenge. Like, I've always wanted him to feel the way that he's made me feel for years, right? But you're never going to get that with a narcissistic person. There's never going to be that moment where you do something to them to try to get them to understand how they've hurt you. And it's this is how I've made you feel. This is how I hurt you. You are never going to get that, ever. And so when she said that, I just laid there and I'm just like, what do I need to let go of? Because I cannot continue operating this way. Like, playing this chess game, it's annoying. Wanting my revenge and wanting to feel that he knows that I'm in control and I have power and that I am powerful. Just, it's like, what do I need to let go? And as I'm laying there meditating, it hits me. I need to let go of all that. I need to let go of wanting to make him feel even just a pinch of what I've felt throughout these years. Wanting him to know that I have the power. I know that I have the power. I know that I am in control. I know. I don't have to play this game. It's as simple as stop. And so once the sound bath was over, I go home, the kids are gone, and the depression hit me. And it was just a wave of emotions that just swept me away into this dark abyss of where letting go of all of that, it hurt. It getting emotional. It hurt and it scared me because it's like, how do you let go of wanting to have that feeling of, yeah, I got you back, and now you finally know. That feeling of just letting all that pain, all that hurt. I did not think I was about to be crying right now.
just letting all that go and just giving it to yourself and just telling yourself, like, you do have the power. You are in control. You don't need validation from him being hurt to know that you've won. You know, like, you don't need validation from any of that. And it was this letting go of a piece of me that didn't serve me anymore, which was kind of scary. And so throughout the past week, I was in that dark abyss for a long time. And finally I had to just get myself out of it. Like, I had to just like work so hard to get myself out of it. And it all began one day when I remember I have read something that said, whenever you are those feelings of depression begin to surface, give yourself thanks. And so that's what I began to do. And so I remember one day I was just sitting outside and I was just like meditating and telling myself how thankful I was for me. Just meditating on being thankful. That's when it kind of the sun started to come out. Like, the light began to shine. I began to feel good and feel happy. I began exercising thoughts of, just self-confidence and things like that. And I finally came out of it. And I got my hair done. And so it's like, when you look good, you feel good. That's real. And so I got my hair done. And it was weeks too, since I colored my hair red. If you watched it too much, the color would fade. And I didn't want it to fade too much. And so I had finally, they're just on my neck. I finally got my hair done, and I was just like, you know what? Even when my hair's not done, even when I don't physically feel like I'm looking my best, I never want to go so deep into the depression to where I'm like lost. Like, I can't allow it. And so that's another thing too with my business, Art Equals Poetry. So heavily focused on bringing awareness to our thoughts and allowing moments to shift the narrative that we tell ourselves in our minds, because it could be dark in there, and sometimes some of us don't know how to fix the light to turn it on. And so with Art Equals Poetry, that is my whole goal, to help people fix the light within their head. To, even when it gets turned off, we're able to shift it, turn around, and bring it back to love, peace, gratitude. And what I realized too is, like, when I am severely dealing with depression, I have no motivation. I am lacking creativity within myself, and normally I am oozing creativity, and being creative makes me happy. Writing poetry makes me happy. Painting, all of that. But when you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. Like, none of it sounds good. None of it sounds like it's gonna make you feel better. So you have to fight for yourself. Fight hard. It's gonna be a long battle, but know that you are worth every bit of sweat. You are worth every bit of strength to fight for yourself, to fight to love yourself, to fight to be thankful for yourself. You are worth all of it. So please don't ever give up on yourself. Don't ever stop thinking that you are worthy of love. You are worthy of peace and kindness and happiness, because you are. You are. No, it's hard sometimes, but don't ever give up fighting for yourself,
because you matter. I miss you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Continue to love yourself. Tell yourself how thankful you are for yourself. Give moments of gratitude for yourself. And don't forget to subscribe. Head on over to ArtEqualsPoetry.com and take a look at the wonderful items I've created and come experience life poetically with me. Mwah. You guys have a good night.